truth wasn't always controlled. There was a time when belief was free. No single voice, no official version, no authority deciding what was right. Just people searching. But slowly, something changed. Not in a single moment, but in a way that would reshape history forever. In the beginning, Christianity wasn't one unified belief. It was many. Different communities, different teachings, different understandings of truth. Some followed tradition. Others followed interpretation. Some believed in structure. Others believed in personal revelation. There was no single authority, no central power, only voices. But as the movement grew, so did the tension. Differences became disagreements. Disagreements became division. And division became dangerous. Because a growing faith without unity cannot hold power. And power was beginning to matter. Slowly, almost invisibly, one version of the truth began to rise. Not because it was louder, but because it was supported. Supported by structure. Supported by authority. Supported by those who needed stability more than debate. And as that voice grew stronger, others grew quieter. At first, nothing seemed different. The same teachings, the same beliefs, the same faith. But something subtle had changed. Now, some ideas were encouraged. Others were discouraged. And eventually, some were no longer allowed at all. Not through chaos, but through control. This is the moment everything shifts. When truth is no longer something you discover, but something you are told. Defined. Protected. Enforced. And once truth becomes authority, questioning it becomes a risk. Because now, belief is no longer just personal. It is political. To agree is to belong. To disagree is to stand alone. And throughout history, standing alone has never been safe. And in that transition, something was lost. Not just texts, not just ideas, but possibilities. Ways of understanding faith that no longer had a place. Voices that slowly faded into silence. From that point on, Christianity would never be the same. No longer just a movement, but a system. Structured, organized, powerful. And with power comes influence. And with influence comes control. So the question isn't whether this change happened. History makes that clear. The real question is, what happens when truth is no longer explored, but defined? Because once a single voice becomes authority, all others must disappear. And when that happens, how much of the story is still missing?
If you want to understand what came next, when power didn't just shape belief, but began to change it, then the next chapter is even more unsettling.